What's your names, please?
My name is Joan Jacobs. I'm from the Little Traverse Bay Band of Odawa Indians from Harbor Springs. I currently reside in Port Huron, Michigan, and we stand up for the water. We are water warriors.
And how did I meet you?
We met at Lansing doing a protest.
All right, and where are we at now?
We're at American Indian Health and Family Services powwow in Detroit.
Yeah.
All right, before we go to our Tiny Tots here, we got our special guest here. He's dedicated his life for this and to help us educate us. So in a good way, we got a lot of like-minded people here that we just want to share some stuff in good words and good thoughts. John here to share a little bit of words.
Okay, thank you for letting me do this. Hello, everybody. Many Wachoni.
Water's life.
So I was in Standing Rock for 6 weeks, and I'm a Navy veteran. I have a Bronze Star, and I saw things that I never imagined I would see on this soil. I'm part Native American myself, and I'm a little pissed off at what happened in the past, and I'm trying to learn my heritage. I grew up white, and I was just a normal guy. I worked for oil companies. I didn't think nothing of it until the largest oil spill in North American history happened in my backyard for an inland spill. And I was watching them lie about how many animals were dead, and that they were saying the fish was okay. There was 40 miles of dead fish. They were all dead. And there were deer everywhere dead, and there was dump truck fulls of dead animals. And at the time, I didn't think to take pictures because it's just, it's an oil spill. But I didn't know they were going to lie to everybody. And then they were covering it up. They were putting grass over the oil. They were putting canvas with grass seed over it. And they were covering it up. And I didn't realize what was really going on. I didn't grasp it. And then about 2 months later, I kept seeing this happen at several different sites. And so I turned them in. And I got fired the next day. And so I became a whistleblower. And as a result, I got a lot of death threats. I've had at least a dozen death threats. I've had 7 attempts on my life. My brakes are cut, tires slashed, bolts taken out of my wheels. We actually have cameras circling my house. I always come to events with security guards and cameramen just so I'm with people, because I'm fighting a $50 billion company, Enbridge, which has Line 5 going through the Great Lakes. We have to stop that pipeline. I was just over in Wisconsin and Minnesota, Ohio, Illinois, Indiana, California twice, Nevada, Dallas, Texas, Florida. I've been traveling all over the country giving speeches, and I spend my own money on 90% of this. For 6 years, I didn't ask for any donations. I dedicated my life to this, but now I have a wife and kids, but I can't stop doing this. So if you want a free DVD, free t-shirt, bumper sticker, and you want to tell anybody about it, if you guys feel in your heart that I deserve $11 a month, I have a PayPal for a subscription to help me pay for gasoline and help me pay my assistant and help me buy camera equipment and SD cards so I can travel around the country and tell on Big Oil what they're doing.
Because we were so committed to making it out there to show our support for Standing Rock. We all need water. Water is life. Wachoni. We went out there, and my wife was very honored we were very honored to be there in support of Native and non-Native people, protecting our environment, our water, our Mother Earth.
What do you think about the corruption with the police?
It saddens me. As a career firefighter for the city of Port Huron, I was working with our brother police officers many times, and they always had my back. And when I was out in Standing Rock, I was very ashamed of the brotherhood out there, that it seemed like they had more of the corporate businesses on their mind than protecting the people that pay their taxes and that they're sworn to uphold and protect. It was very saddening for me.
What do you think about what you've seen today and what I've been doing?
Well, John, I think you're doing an excellent job. We need to bring awareness to the issues that affect the citizens, both Native and non-Native, about the crisis that we're having with water, not only in Flint, but like with the Enbridge situation up in Mackinac City. This line will break. Now, they know that. The line will break. It's just a matter of time. When will it break? You know, they need to pull it, and let's start thinking about the future, not thinking about the present, about them making their millions or billions or whatever they're doing. How do you feel on that, Joe?
I really appreciate what you're doing, John, because a lot of people aren't aware of the oil spills, period. And you are bringing awareness to the people of the United States. People don't know what's going on. They don't know about the dangers. They don't know the cover-ups. And you're bringing a lot of knowledge to us. And I thank you. Miigwech.
I thank you.
As a first responder, I mean, I've dealt with spills in Port Huron, being a firefighter for 26 and a half years before my injury. I responded to Sarnia on different occasions to help man their station. We need to look at not just the United States being globally alert or aware of the situation. Canada needs to help out too. So I mean, we share the world. You know, what affects us in Sarnia, or what affects people in Sarnia, affects us in Port Huron too. I mean, so it's not just a border issue that, oh, it's the United States. It's Canada too. A lot of these pipelines are coming from Canada. They're coming down from Alberta, I believe.
In Sarnia.
Yeah, and they're cutting through the United States to go to Sarnia. You know, it's like, you know, I don't want to say to put it in Canada because it just doesn't work that way neither. It needs to be pulled, and we need to start thinking about the future and the economic impact of oil spills.
50% of the pipelines we have right now are not for American.
Right.
It is for a foreign export. It's not for your car. It's not for my car. It doesn't heat our homes. And all the new pipelines, 95% of the new pipelines are for foreign export. They're trying to get that $80 trillion worth of oil from Canada and North Dakota and stuff. They're trying to get it out as fast as they can because they know as soon as solar and wind takes over, they're not going to get that money anyway.
Right.
So that's why they're trying to get all these pipelines as fast as they can, and that's why they're shooting us with rubber bullets.
Yeah. Which it's crazy. I mean, when we were out in North Dakota, I mean, to watch the women, unarmed women, being targeted with, you know, they're not being necessarily shot with bullets, but unarmed women walking out there in their white skirts, being in the scopes of the law enforcement, you know, our brothers that are supposed to protect us, pretty much assaulting us with their bullets. I mean, and their rifles. I mean, why aren't they helping us to help themselves? I mean, this affects not only, you know, military, law enforcement, bank owners, restaurant owners. It affects all of us. I mean, we need to be alert and conscious of our environment.
So I know it's hot in here. Is there anything else that you'd like to say?
Well, when we was out in North Dakota, we went out on the front lines to the bridge, and we was doing a white woman buffalo calf song. So we did wear white skirts to represent that, and we were standing in front of the police officers, and they had their guns loaded and aimed at us. And the lady that was standing next to me, it just affected her so traumatically that she just started busting out crying. She was just so hurt that, you know, and I was too, hurt that they would just point a loaded rifle at us when we went there to sing a song and to say prayers.
The way I see it, when our police officers aren't respecting our citizens, they're not respecting themselves. So I mean, I'm upset that we have parents that have both fought to protect our country, and our government is not helping us.
Yeah, my father was in the war. He said that he went and fought 2 world wars to protect our country, and right now we are in need of protecting our water. People need it to survive. Everything that is living needs water to survive, and we deserve clean water.
I thank you so much for doing this interview, and I love you guys.